Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 55. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
It's been a trying year for everybody, but the tradition continues. Super Bowl 55, away we go from Tampa. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Start with a give to Cohen. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. This is Cohen. Space to maneuver at the 40. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's letting this is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. That's how you draw off the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Ball carrier there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Darren Waller, 47 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
Big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Steps away to his left, and he's got it complete to Anderson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw is Wilson. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. But they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Swift. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Swift. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Swift, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they come up now 2nd and goal. They'll run with Swift. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. 3rd from the shotgun. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
There's no doubt that he has plenty of heart, but you've got to be careful of those receivers that are slight of build. They leave themselves open to some pretty big hits across the middle. That pass, incomplete.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. Well, it was 4th down, so there was pressure to begin with, and then you make a one-handed catch like that. What a play.
Just when you thought your blood pressure couldn't get any higher after having called for it on 4th down, you see a one-handed catch being attempted. I'm sure it spiked at that point for all the guys on that side of the field, and instead they get a chance to celebrate. What a tremendous catch, bringing it down for the touchdown.
25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run. This is Cohen. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Jackson out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This time, Jackson will throw it. The screen pass here to Cohen. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Wilson's pass.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's now 3rd and 19.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Wilson flushed out right. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Rolling to his right. And his throw is
target. 3rd down here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Cardinals 24, Steelers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
44-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 36. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams ready after the halftime spectacle. And we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And the half will begin with a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
2nd and 8.
From the 36, Jackson. And incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Jackson. And Ingram holds it in. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Evan Ingram, 36 yards. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. And this one through the uprights and good.
Cardinals 24, Steelers 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Wilson. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It was Jalen Smith who worked through to make that stop. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
The 31-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. Crowder's got it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Brandon Williams, a big tackle, gets him down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
2nd and 5 now. Jackson, deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marquise Goodwin, 66 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's third down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Again, Wilson. Open man is Robbie Anderson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
8 yards.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the Steelers' 21-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now Cohen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Cardinals 38. Steelers 28. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, fourth quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Airing one out for Crowder. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jamison Crowder, 72 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Cardinals 45. Steelers 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Jackson. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Jackson. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
On first down, Wilson
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 2-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
The ball carrier.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
Gain of 2.
A Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down. It's Cohen. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 36-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
44-yard line.
Jackson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson now. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23.
At the 23.
To throw again is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Brandon Williams. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Wilson wants to throw it. Flush to his right. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, It winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. After the interception, here's Jackson. Finds his tight end Ingram. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. Catch made here by Campbell. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 21 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
44-yard line.
One last shot for Jackson. On the crossing route, complete. That's Fuller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the Cardinals have done it. They're the kings of the NFL. Arizona, your Super Bowl champs.